There was a moment when he laughed and didn't know why he was laughing. Everyone else found it funny, so he laughed too. But halfway through, something felt off. Not wrong, just unfamiliar. Like he was watching himself instead of being himself. That was the moment. Not loud, not dramatic. But if you asked him later, that was when he started to realize something was slipping. He didn't always feel like this. There was a time when his opinions came quickly, when his answers were clear, when yes meant yes, and no meant no. Now, everything passed through a filter. Before he spoke, he adjusted. Before he answered, he measured. Before he reacted, he checked. What would they prefer? And then he became that. It worked. That's the dangerous part. People liked him. They described him as easy, flexible, good to have around. Doors opened. Conversations flowed. Conflicts avoided him. From the outside, his life looked smooth. But inside, something was getting quieter. Not his voice. His real voice. At first, it was small. Choosing what others wanted to eat. Agreeing just to keep things simple. Letting things go, even when they stayed with him. Nothing serious. Nothing worth arguing over. That's how it starts. Not with big sacrifices, but with small, repeated ones. Until one day, someone asked him a simple question. What do you want? And for a second, just a second, he didn't know. He smiled, bought himself time, said something safe. But the question didn't leave. It followed him home, sat with him in the quiet, waited. What do you want? He tried to answer it again. Food. Didn't matter. Weekend plans. Anything was fine. Work decisions. Whatever worked best. Every answer felt borrowed. And that was new. A few days later, something small happened. But this time, it didn't pass. He was at work. A new task landed in front of him. Urgent. Tight deadline. The kind of thing he always said yes to. His response was already forming. Automatic. Familiar. Yes, I'll handle it. But something interrupted it. Not loudly. Just enough to slow him down. A thought. You're already tired. Another. You don't actually want this. He paused. It wasn't a long pause. Nobody noticed. But inside, it felt like standing at a door he had never opened before. On one side, the version of him everyone knew. On the other, something uncertain but honest. He took a breath. I can't take this right now. Silence. Not dramatic. Just unexpected. His manager looked at him, then nodded. All right. And that was it. No argument. No consequence. No collapse. Just space. That evening felt different. Not because everything changed, but because something had. For the first time in a long time, he had chosen something. Not for approval. Not for peace. Not to avoid discomfort. Just because it was true. And that small moment did something bigger than he expected. It gave him back a question. Not, what do they want? But, what do I want? He started noticing things again. What drained him? What energized him? What he agreed to too quickly? What he avoided saying? And slowly, he began to interrupt himself. Before the automatic yes. Before the polite smile. Before the version of him showed up. He paused. Not always. Not perfectly. But enough. The next time friends made plans, he felt it again. That familiar pull. Say yes. Keep it smooth. He paused. I think I'll sit this one out. They looked at him, briefly surprised. Then one of them shrugged. All right. Next time. That was it. No rejection. No distance. No loss. Just reality. And reality was lighter than he expected. He didn't lose people. He lost the pressure to be someone for everyone. And in that space, something returned. Clarity. Not loud. Not complete. But real. Trying to impress everyone doesn't feel like losing yourself. It feels like succeeding. Until one day, you can't recognize your own answers. Because they were never yours. What changed his life was not a big decision. It was a pause. A small gap between what was expected and what was true. He didn't rebuild himself overnight. He just stopped interrupting himself. And that was enough to begin. If this stayed with you, subscribe to Tales for Thought. And tonight, ask yourself something simple. When was the last time you chose something that was actually yours?